Hey guys, it's Kailee with KaileeWright.com. So this week I opened up on Instagram and on Snapchat to kind of do a questionnaire. Since this is my first video, I thought what better way than to break the ice with questions that you guys have been wondering. And I kind of just opened it up. Family, kids, life, hair, beauty, anything you guys wanted. So all these questions are from you guys. So I just kind of wrote the most asked questions down, and I'm just going to kind of go through them and we'll see what happens. So one that I got was, you have 4 kids, how do you get any one-on-one time? So that is something that Joe and I have been talking about a lot, actually. I get plenty of one-on-one time with the baby, of course, and Hayden is here. Hayden is my 4-year-old, and she's home a lot. She goes to preschool twice a week. So I feel like the little ones get one-on-one time. The hardest thing is with my 2 oldest. So at night, I just try to let Hunter, she is my almost 9-year-old, I try to let her stay up a little bit later on the weekends, and we'll just talk about how her day was or whatever. And Hudson is a little bit trickier because any extra time he just wants with his dad. He wants to play baseball or football, or there's always balls being thrown in my house, or soccer always being played in my house. So right now, we're still trying to figure that out. So I'm a very scheduled person, and Joe is never home with his job. So if you have any good ideas, let me know, because we're still trying to figure that one out. Another question that I got asked, which my husband laughed when I read this one to him, it said, how did you get back in shape? So first of all, I'm so flattered. Thank you for all of you that said anything about this or think that I'm in shape. You guys totally made my whole day, but I am not. I guess we just have good genes. My mom is really little. My grandma's really little. I actually got smaller after I had my first baby. That's how my mom was. That's how my grandma was. I haven't done anything this time around, and I can really tell a big difference with the 4th baby with my stomach. I still have my stomach. Definitely it's gone down, but it is not the same. So I just hide it with loose clothes and all of that. But right now I'm nursing, and it's really hard for me to keep my milk supply. So I just eat all the time. I have to eat all the time. I have to drink all the time to keep it. So right now, getting back in shape or dieting, which I don't even like to say that word. I don't really diet. Any of that's just kind of all on the back burner until I'm done nursing. So I eat my cupcakes and my cookies, and it's really bad and all of that. So I'm totally normal like the rest of you. Or maybe I'm not normal. Maybe you guys don't eat that stuff. But I don't ever look at the scale. I hate the scale. I just kind of go by how my pants fit. And if they start getting tighter, then I lay off on my chocolate and my ice cream. But I also haven't been able to have a lot of ice cream with Houston because I've been trying to do the non-dairy stuff. So anyways, of course, when summer and swimsuit season comes, I will definitely try to get back into routine. But right now, there's really nothing. So I don't really have a lot to tell you guys there. So sorry. A couple questions I got was about my miscarriages. If I ever found out the reason or the problem or whatever. That probably wasn't a very good 3rd question to start off with, but it's on here. So I had 3 miscarriages back in 2014. And before that, we had never had any problems with fertility or anything like that. We just kind of decided, we want to have a baby now, and we would try and get pregnant the first time. I know a lot of people that doesn't happen for. But we were really blessed that way. We were really lucky. So when we were ready for number 4, we were like, okay, it's going to be easy. It's going to be the same thing. But it wasn't. It took us a couple months to get pregnant the first time. And I think I was 8 weeks, and I lost the first one. Same with the second one. I was like 10 or 11 weeks. And then the 3rd one happened, and it was 14 weeks. So I had to get a DNC. And by then, the thing was, I had never really gotten a doctor because I would go to get my doctor's appointment and I would miscarry before. So long story, it was a crazy mess. But my doctor was amazing. That's my first suggestion. Get a really good doctor that is going to really look into it all and all that stuff. But we did tons of blood tests, and for 2 months I was in every week doing blood tests, and everything came back negative. So really I have no answers. Everything was negative. Everything looked great, which was good, but then bad because there was no answers. But I did have a really good friend tell me about, and I always say it wrong, progesterone. progesterone. It's not progesterone, it's progesterone, whatever, progesterone pills. And I suggested that to my doctor, and she actually was saying I was going to suggest that next. So we decided to do that, and that really helped us. And I didn't work out, I didn't go boating, I didn't do anything because I was so paranoid that something I would do would make it happen. But it's never your fault. I know that would have never made a difference, but I was just super nervous. But my husband said to tell you guys, but there's 2 progesterone pills, and you can take them by mouth or you can take them vaginally. I know that's a lot of information for some, but I took them vaginally because my doctor suggested by the time they go through your whole system, they're kind of diluted, or they've gone through your whole body. So anyways, I took them that way because straight to the source. So that's what I would suggest. If you have any other concerns or questions, I actually did a whole blog post on how I feel and all those emotions and all that. I'll actually link to it below. But if you have any questions or anything, email me. You can totally email me. I had a ton of hair questions, which I actually did 2 tutorials. I have 2 hair tutorials coming. So in those, I will answer all my questions about how long I go without washing my crazy greasy hair and what products I use and all of that. So that's a whole nother tutorial. Another question was balancing motherhood and time for yourself. That's a good question because I haven't figured that out. I feel like balancing, the word balance is kind of a joke because are you ever balanced? I feel like that's the goal. We're always trying to balance. So I'm always trying to balance. One time I feel like I have it balanced, and then a week later I get knocked on my butt and told, nope, that's not how it's going to work. Time for myself right now, the only time I have for myself is at night when I'm blogging, or to me right now, I feel like that is my own thing. That's the thing that I own, that I don't have any little kids around me and I can just think and do my own thing. So blogging or hair. I love to do hair at night. I still kind of have the salon in my house. I do a lot of my friends at night. So that's when I get like my one-on-one girl talks. And we try to do girl nights, but they don't happen with my husband's schedule. So next question was date night ideas. We are really boring. I love food. Everyone knows that. And BJ's. So we go to BJ's, and then we will we'll go get ice cream, food. I love food. So there we go. Or we'll just stay inside and just grab a movie and do a date night here. If you guys have any great date night ideas, let me know. But we're kind of boring when it comes to that. Caring for a colicky baby while taking care of your other kids. Okay, so my saving grace has been my Solly wrap. I suggest that to every mom, no matter if your baby is colicky or not, but that has saved my life. Houston is super colicky. We're hoping we're kind of on the tail end of it, but I'm not going to say anything because I don't want to jinx myself. But I seriously own probably 5 or 6 Solly wraps, and I wrap him at least twice, if not 3 times a day. And that's how I get anything done. That's just how it is. I will make sure he's wrapped on when my kids come home from school and we get homework done. And I usually try to lay him down again, and then I wrap him at dinner. I cook with him at dinner, everything. That's what I do. Hayden is really good. She'll just crawl up in bed. If you watch me on Snapchat, all my snaps are from my bedroom because all we do is feed. Feed baby, burp baby, sleep baby. That's all we do. So Hayden's really good. She will come in and we'll read books while I'm nursing him. And that's just kind of how we do that. Does the baby sleep through the night? And what are my sleep training tips? Okay, so this one, no, he does not sleep through the night yet. All my babies have slept through the night by now. Right now, he's my last one, and I am in no rush. He's still in our room in the bassinet, which it's not in here. But I'm just not in any hurry. I'm not in any hurry to wish this last baby away and grow him up. But I'm getting there. I usually sleep train around 3 months, which Houston's almost 4 months. And I talk to my doctor and I make sure they're big enough, which my babies are always really big and healthy and eating good. And Houston's already done it one time. He's gone from like 7 at night. I fed him at 7 to like 5 in the morning. So I know he can do it. I usually wait till my babies do that, and I know that they can go that long. He's done that probably twice. So probably at 4 months, I'll hit my sanity level and that I can't take it anymore. And I just usually let him cry through the night. I check on him. I have a video monitor. I'll go in probably every 15, 20 minutes, put the binky back in. That's usually what we do. But right now we're on no routine. So I will let y'all know when I start that. Postpartum diet. We already went over that. I don't diet. I just still eat. Self-care. I need help with this one. I'm bad. I just am so busy with all 4 of my kids. I'll sometimes forget to wash off my face and my makeup, and I need to be better at that. I have a girlfriend that's really good. She gets her nails and her toes done, and she takes time for herself. So every once in a while she'll call me and I'll run out with her and get my nails done or do something like that. But I just try to get enough sleep, which is hard right now with the baby. And I try to wash my face. I just try like everyone else. So nothing super special. Do I sleep with my hair up or down? I cannot have anything in my head because I get a headache. I have so much hair. It's so heavy. I just sleep with it up, or I just sleep with it with nothing in it. But when I lay down on my pillow, I put all my hair up. So that's how I sleep. And I guess I don't toss and turn a lot because it doesn't really get messed up in the middle of the night. So I sleep with my hair up on my pillow. There's that. This one's a crack up. What does your husband think about social media and fashion blogging, and does he help with my photos? Okay, my husband is so anti-social media. He's never had a Facebook account. He could care less what the rest of everyone else is doing. He is just all about his family, which I love. So we're totally opposite. He could care less, doesn't even care. The fashion blog, he's supportive, but of course he thinks it's so funny that people actually care how I do my hair or care what I'm wearing, because he could seriously live, which he does, in 10-year-old shorts that he wore in high school, and he's totally fine. So he doesn't get that, but he's very supportive. So I hope that answers your question. And does he help with photos? I will show you how he takes a photo. He gets my phone and he holds it down and he goes like this. And he says, I'm sure we got one good one, let's go. So no, he doesn't take photos anymore for me. No. Hunter does. She is my 8-year-old, and I put the little grid on the cell phone. There's a grid in your picture settings, so make sure that's on. So that's how she gets the straight lines. But we just take most of them from my garage, or if we're out and about at dance, there's like a colored wall next door. And if I'm ready, which I usually am not, if I'm ready, we'll just snap a photo of the outfit that I'm wearing that day. Or on the way to soccer, I think there's one colored wall on the way to soccer. So my kids totally know the colored walls. They'll be like, Mom, there's a colored wall. We need to take a picture. So she's my little photo girl. She knows, she just knows. She takes pride in it. She kind of thinks it's like her little thing because her dad can't take them. So she kind of likes it. How do we take our Sunday pictures? I wish I had my little clicker. So I ordered a clicker off Amazon. It's seriously like this big. It's like a Bluetooth little clicker. I think it was $3. And then we have a tiny little tripod. The tripod was like $3. Just look on Amazon, iPhone tripods. And we set it up on top of our garbage can, and we turn on the little clicker, and each of my kids get to take a picture. And they love it. That's the only way I get my kids to do it. And you guys have all seen my pictures on Instagram. It's Kailee_Wright if you don't follow. They are very comical. Usually one's screaming or one's pulling someone's hair. Hunter's always jumping, or I've just learned that they're not going to be perfect, and I don't care. I just want to have those memories for my chapbooks, to see what my kids looked like at that age, or like what favorite shoes they had to wear to church or whatever. So we'll set it up on our van or on our garbage can, and each of the kids get a turn to use the clicker, and that's how they stay. But after the kids have gone, my husband's the worst. He's like, I'm out of here. We're done. So I think we only have a couple more questions. How do you get all your photos of yourself? I have a friend that's moved here, Carissa Langheinrich. She is Carissa Ann Photo, and .com. She takes all my pictures for me when they're like professional on my blog. Most of mine on Instagram, I'd say about 50-50. 50 are Hunter, my daughter, taking them just from my iPhone, and 50% of them are from Carissa, that we plan a photo shoot. I get ready that one time, and we get like 4 or 5 outfits together, and we just go shoot them. I am not ready every day by any means. That is not how it works. So that's how I get pictures of myself. How old was I when I had my first baby? I was 23. And do we plan on having more kids? Right now, no. I don't want to say no, never, because then that's when I'll have another one. But I'm good. I am totally good with 4. Joe wants some more, but now that Houston's colicky, he's kind of over it. So we will see. Ask me in a couple more years. But I feel old and my body is done. And after all the miscarriages and after Houston's delivery and how scary it was, I'm not ready to go there. So right now we're done. What are the names of my kids? So Hunter is my oldest. She's my girl. She's almost 9. Then I have Hudson, my little boy. And then Hayden, most of you will see on Snapchat because she's with me all the time. She's our little Spitfire. And then Houston is our baby. And what are my favorite things to do with the kids? So our favorite thing is ice cream. See how all this is like revolved around food? There's like a pattern here. Going to the beach is our favorite thing to do as a family because I'll take my pictures of my kids on the beach and then I put the phone away and we're done. And we just enjoy, and they seem to just get along really well at the beach. There's just no toys or iPads or distractions, and it's great. If we can't make it to the beach, we swim. It is so hot where we live all the time. My kids they get swimsuits for Christmas, so we're swimming all the time. Or we just really like to be outside, walks, scooters, all that. Or once again, we like to make cookies. We're baking, usually that. So outside or food is what we live for, I guess. How did I get started and tips for getting started? I don't even know how to answer this question. I've always just been someone that's had to have something that's my own. I like to make my own money. I kind of just like to have that one thing that's mine. I actually started off before this. I don't know if probably some of you guys have followed along the whole journey, but if you haven't, before I had a baby line that I manufactured my own baby clothes, and then I partnered up with a girl and we had a home line and a baby line, and that kind of got crazy. I think I had a question say, why did I stop? Because it was too crazy. We were going to LA every other day and I live like an hour from LA. My kids are getting older. They're all involved. We have 2 in soccer, 3 in soccer will be in the spring, 2 in dance, 1 in gymnastics. Like, it's just crazy. My husband is never home, never. Someone asked, what does he do? He's an anesthesiologist. He's in residency. So we're in our 4th year here and his schedule is just crazy. So pretty much I feel the single moms. I feel ya. And he's going to fellow another year. So he'll have a heart fellow. So we'll have 1 more year here. So that's what he does. But, sorry, back to the question of how I got started. So it just kind of all phased into that. We started a blog when I had the business with my business partner. And when we kind of decided to dissolve that because she was going her way, she moved and I was just pregnant and my doctor said, you've got to cut some stress out of your life. So that was a huge reason. But I just kind of was like, okay, whatever, I guess I'll just start blogging. We'll see how it goes. And I just kind of went from there and I just got such a great response from people. And I just decided I wanted to blog a lot about my family, what's important to me. And I throw in some fashion in there because it's always fun. So that's how I got started. Tips, just go for it. Be yourself. Don't try to copy someone else. I would definitely look at what other people are doing and get ideas, inspiration. There's a difference between inspiration and copying. But, get ideas and just stick with what's true to yourself. I've noticed when I've tried to just do fashion, I get stressed out and I'm like, I can't do all that. I want to bring some of my family into it. So just stick with what's you and do what's good for your schedule. That's just what I try to do right now. How do you take good photos with your iPod or with your iPhone? So a bunch of my photos are really with my iPhone. I feel like I am way better with my iPhone than I am my big camera, and I use a Canon 7D. But now that stresses me out. So I take my pictures, always make sure they're super, super, super good lighting. And you can tap on the screen. I don't know, this is common sense probably to some, but maybe not to some. Tap on the screen to exactly where you want to focus, which I always want to focus on my kids' eyes. And then I use just apps, like a lot of apps to edit. I use Snapseed, Pick Tap Go, and ViscoCam. And I just bump up the brightness and sharpen it. And that's usually all I do. I don't go in and do anything else and change colors or all that, but just brighten it up a lot because that will make their eyes pop. And then I sharpen it a lot. And then if you've lost some color with your brightening, go in and you can toggle or whatever they call it, move the slider bar on the saturation, and that'll bring some color back into it. Same photographer, tripod. I think I answered that. We just have a little tripod, and I have a photographer that helps us out. So that is that. That was hopefully most of your guys' questions. I hope I answered what you guys wanted to know. And if you have any other questions, you can totally leave them on the website, KaileeWright.com. And maybe in another year or so, I'll do this when things change or when I actually start working out or eating better. So thanks you guys so much for stopping by.